Hello, hello, hello. How are you? If you're just joining, drop a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. I want to tell you about Aadil. Aadil is real. That's his real name. He's allowed me to share his story. He even wrote me a public recommendation, which I'll always be grateful for. But I'm not telling you Aadil's story tonight to flatter him. I'm telling you because I think his story is your story or someone you love. If you came to North America for a better life, stay with me for the next 10 or so minutes. Okay? And especially if you're a senior professional in tech in the United States or Canada, what I'm about to say is for you. Aadil is an immigrant. He came to North America years ago for the same reason almost every immigrant does. Back home, he was doing well. He had standing, he had respect, he had the kind of life that made the move here feel like an upgrade. Then he got here. And he was employed. He was senior. He was capable. He should have been in a leadership role. Instead, he was being micromanaged. He was being undervalued. He was being overworked. He was being underpaid by a company that did not see him. He came home from work tired. He had nothing left for his family. He had nothing left for himself. He looked around his life and he saw a man that he didn't recognize. And here's the part that broke my heart when he told me. Aadil has a daughter, a little girl who watches him the way little girls watch their fathers, looking for the answer to a question she doesn't even know she's asking yet. What does it look like to be a happy adult? What does it look like to be a fulfilled adult? What does it look like to love your life? Because whatever she sees is what she will eventually expect for herself. And Aadil knew that. He knew that every morning he came to breakfast tired and defeated. He was teaching his daughter that this is what being a grown-up looks like. He also knew something else. He was going to blink, and she was going to be grown up. And then he would be the one watching her, watching to see if she was happy, watching to see if she was fulfilled. And how could he ask that of her if he couldn't even be that for himself? So every morning, Aadil asked himself the same question. What is the point of being here if I have to live like this? I want you to sit with that question for a second. Because if you came here for a better life, and the life you found is not the one you came for, you have probably asked yourself a version of that same question. Maybe quiet, maybe out loud, maybe in the shower, maybe at 2 a.m. But you've asked it. And if you have children, I want you to sit with this too. What is your child watching every morning? What are they learning from you about what being an adult looks like? About what work feels like? About what success is supposed to cost? Because they are watching and they are learning. I'll tell you what I told Aadil the first time we spoke. Working harder is not going to fix this. You already work hard. That is not the problem. The problem is that you are playing the wrong game. The game most senior professionals are taught to play looks like this. Stay loyal, work hard, wait to be recognized. Eventually, you'll be rewarded. That game does not work for senior people, especially senior people in tech, especially senior people who came here from somewhere else. Because the people who decide whether to recognize you and reward you are the same people whose job it is to keep you exactly where you are. The game that does work is a completely different game. A game where you understand your real value. A game where you stop waiting to be chosen. A game where you put yourself in the position of power and let employers compete for you. That's the game I taught Aadil. I'm going to share what happened to Aadil. But before I do, I want you to understand something important. The numbers I'm about to share are not the story. They are the evidence. The story is what those numbers gave him back. After Aadil applied what I taught him, he received a new offer, a 74.5% increase in his comp. A truck, a vehicle, free gas, the title he should have had years before, and finally, a company that saw him. But here's what he told me at dinner one night. He told me 30 times in one evening that I had changed his life. 30 times in one dinner. I want to tell you what he was actually saying when he said that. He wasn't saying I changed his salary. He wasn't saying I changed his title. He wasn't even saying I changed his career. He was saying I gave him back the answer to the question he had been asking himself every morning for years. What is the point of being here? The point is the life he came here to live. The point is the man his daughter gets to watch. The point is being able to look her in the eye one day and tell her honestly that he was happy. He just had to learn how to claim it. I'm going to say something now that some of you need to hear. If you came here for a better life, if you've been working hard for years and watching the years go by, if you've been asking yourself a version of Aadil's question, you are not broken. You are not behind. You are not stuck because something is wrong with you. You are stuck because you are playing a game that was never built to reward you. And the moment you understand that is the moment everything starts to change for you and for everyone who is watching you. The reason I'm telling you this story tonight is because next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, a new cohort of my 5-day Switch Jobs Challenge starts. It's 12 spots, kept small on purpose because I want to actually coach the people in the room. I'm going to teach you the same game I taught Aadil, the same game I've taught over 1,000 senior professionals, most of them in tech, most of them in the United States and Canada, most of them feeling exactly the way Aadil felt before he and I met. The ultimate position of power, the 4 steps that change how you approach your career. If you've been carrying Aadil's question quietly for months or years, this is the room where you put it down. You don't have to keep living like this. You don't have to wait for them to see you. You don't have to keep wondering what the point is. And the people who are watching you, your kids, your partner, the version of you that you used to be, they don't have to keep watching you live a life that isn't the one you came for. There's a different game. You can play it. I can show you how. Before I tell you how to register, I want to say one thing. If you've been following me for some time and know what I stand for, you already know what this 5-day challenge is going to be. I am all about under-promising and over-delivering. That's just how I'm built. And if you've just come across me, just so you know, if you go through all 5 days and feel I didn't deliver, your money comes back. We've always operated this way. I don't need to make a big deal about it. Now, I want to be very clear about how to register because LinkedIn makes this confusing. If you only click attend on this event like you have, that adds the live broadcast to your calendar. It does not register you for the 5-day challenge. To register for the actual cohort, here's exactly what to do. Open a new tab, go to your browser, type switchjobsnow.com, switchjobsnow.com, fill out a quick form, it's $97. That's it. You'll get an email with everything you need before Monday. The cohort starts Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. 12 spots. Registration closes Sunday at midnight. That's 5 days from today. You have time to think about it. You have time to talk to your spouse, your partner, the people in your life, but you don't have unlimited time. And also, honestly, if Adil's question is a question you've been asking yourself, you've already had enough time. I stick around for a few minutes for your questions in the comments. Drop them now. If anything I shared tonight resonated, share this with someone who needs to hear it.
That the program is gold. The program is gold, and I think about it all the time. How did it end up actually putting this thing together? Because it's so effective. If you just do exactly what he says, follow it blindly. You might have had interviews before and they worked out and you got a job. That's the reason you probably are sitting here right now. But everything that is in there, every single thing that is in there, if you make it your own and you just follow it to the T, don't even try to put your own flavor on it. If you just follow exactly what is in there, you're guaranteed to succeed. It has worked so many times. I was one of the guys that didn't believe like, oh, this is not going to work for me, but I'm going to apply anyway and let's see where it goes. And within 2 months, completely different life. Completely different life. It's an amazing course. It's an amazing, amazing program. And it works. I'm proof that it works. We're here today. And I was able to finally meet this amazing human being in Brian. Just from, choosing to go all in and follow with the steps that he has laid out so eloquently, so beautifully. It's an amazing program.
Just so you guys know, this guy, last time we checked, we did the math, 74.5% increase in his total comp. He got a vehicle as well, a truck. He got a gas for his truck. You know how expensive it is nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
Gas has gone up significantly, so it's free for him to drive. And he's living the life now. It's been such a pleasure. So I told you I was going to go for dinner with him. I think with him, it's so late now. I don't even know what. We got kicked out of the restaurant. Just love this guy. He's like a brother now to me.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Thank you, Messi.
You guys are lucky. You guys are very lucky.